Hey guys, welcome to Tech Geek. So, this video we'll discuss about the Java interview questions. So, the question that we are going to discuss in this video is the use of final keyword in Java. So, the final keyword in Java is used in three ways. The very first thing is it is used in variables. Second, it is used in methods, and third as class. Now, there is a distinction between all three things when a final keyword is used with them. So this is the basic thing that the interviewer wants to know. So very first thing, when we talk about a final variable. So when we declare a variable as final, in that way, what does that final word means? The final word here refers to that the value cannot be modified. Value cannot be modified once it has been assigned. So it is like it's a final value. Okay. Now, if any value has not been assigned to that variable, then in that case, it can be assigned only by the constructor. Now, this is what is a big thing that you need to know. They can ask you indirectly, or that is what they want to know from the person, that you know this or not. So if you declare a variable as final, then if you assign some value, then that value cannot be changed. Secondly, if you're not assigning a value, that means there's no assignment done, only declaration is done. In that case, it can be assigned only via constructor. Okay, not directly. If you directly assign that, it will generate a error. Talking about final keyword with method. Now, a method can be declared as final. That means it cannot be overridden by the children classes. Okay, a method that is declared final cannot be overridden. Now, a constructor cannot be marked as final. This is an important point. Please keep that in mind. A constructor cannot be marked as final because whenever a class is inherited, the constructors are not inherited. Okay, whenever a class is inherited, the constructors are not inherited. In that case, it cannot be declared as final. That means marking it final doesn't make any sense, because even if you mark it as final or even if you don't, they cannot be inherited. So there's no sense of including the final keyword with them. And in that case, if you do the same, then Java will throw an error. Okay, that error is modifier final is not allowed here. So in that means that there is a rule that you cannot declare it as final. Now, talking about final class, so there are no classes that can be inherited. Now, talking about class, it cannot be inherited, okay, from the class declared as final. But the final class can extend other class for its usage, okay. Now the thing is, let's say we declared a class as final, okay. That final class, okay, that final class cannot be used by a child class, okay, but that particular class can use another superclass. So that is what they mean. So now just giving a gist of this final variable. Now as we declared final int a, okay, and final int b. Now if we are assigning this value, this cannot be done. Why? Because it was declared as final. It can be done only via constructor. So that is why this will generate an error. Talking about final class again, final class extended. So obviously it cannot be extended. The class that is declared as final cannot be extended, but this class can extend. Okay. Now talking about final method, you can see there's a method f that's final. Then that final extended, again it has been created in another class. So these two have been following the overriding. Okay, so as we know that overriding is not allowed because this function was declared as final, so it will generate an error. I hope the final keyword was clear to you. In case there is any doubt, any confusion, do let me know. In case you want to know some important concepts, some important interview questions, do ping me. If you want to share your interview experience via live video or just a written text email or anything, just write in the comment below. I'll be there to help you out. Thank you. Keep following TechGeek.